Lisa and Megan Thee Stallion. Let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It, Music Reviews Season 11. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. We got a good show for you today, guys. Lisa, we've been talking about Lisa since, I would say Thursday. It's Sunday night, guys, and I thought, hey, we could cover the Rapunzel song. Lisa, Megan Thee Stallion, Rapunzel. Let's talk about it. Let's just get into it. I got a lot to say. There's a lot to this song that, surprisingly, there's a lot to it. So let's get into this review, guys. Starting off with my first point. I'm going to say this, the beat. Let's talk about the beat real quick. I really enjoyed this beat. It's a really nice beat. And when I listen to it, guys, this beat kind of reminds me of that early kind of like 2000s kind of rap beats, but it also reminds me of some like Wiz Khalifa like beat over here, and it just has that kind of feel to it. This is one of those things where the hook is like the chanty background vocals is like the anthem, and like this hook reminds me of like a Wiz Khalifa type hook. It just does. Every time I listen to it, I was going, all right, I was hearing maybe the influence, and then as I kept listening to the song, every time that hook came on, I was like, yeah, this is some like Wiz Khalifa, like 2000s like rap type hook. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I do like the sample, I like the beat, I like the drums. The drums, it's not like a trap beat. It's not like anything where I'm going like, ooh, this is hard, or this is banging, or this is going crazy. No, I'm going to say this is pretty much a chill beat. The drums are pretty chill. I like those like background effects in the background. I like those little synths that you can kind of hear. They kind of play around with the sample vocals too. I really enjoy it. I'm glad that, Lisa, is having fun, whether that's, good background vocals, fun background vocals in the background. And that's going to lead off to, the first verse, which is Lisa. And I do enjoy the first verse. I'm not going to lie to you. I like the flow. I like how Lisa sounds on here. Sounds pretty good on the beat. My only thing is that I think the beginning, is a little bit it's a little bit hard to get into, because the beginning, we have a little bit of a problem where the beat feels a little bit too quiet. And that's a thing where the beat's a little too quiet, and then I hear Megan Thee Stallion come on this beat in the beginning, and the volume is like way over the beat, so it kind of throws you off just a little bit, and then it kind of throws off the first verse where, Lisa is, I will say the first line, I'm going to have to say the first couple of lines, I will say is not the best. Yeah, I'm just going to be real. But it gets better as the song goes on. The flow from Lisa gets better. The vocals from Lisa does get better as the song goes on. But I will say those two couple of lines when we're trying to get into the song, yeah, I'm not really feeling those first couple of lines. I'm just being real. The flow is kind of off. And also, the first couple of lines don't even really go with the beat. It feels like the beat's trying to catch up with the song. So, that first couple of seconds, I'm not really messing with it that much. But I will say, like I said before, it does get better. So as you're getting into the song, as you're listening to it, the song does get better. And I will say that's the only point where I'm going, oh, this doesn't really, go together that well. Now, let's going to go into the hook. My next point, which is the hook. And I really do enjoy the hook. Like I said, the beginning of the hook is okay. I like the melodic vocals from Lisa. I like how she sounds on here. I like the flow of the melodic hook. And then it switches. The beat drops. And then we get those kind of anthem-y, kind of Wiz Khalifa vocals in the back. And they're talking about money. And the hook is going crazy. And I will say, I like the hook. I really do enjoy the hook. I think the money hook actually goes together well. I do like those anthem-y background vocals that just really help out and just really bring out the hook when you're listening to the song. And I think overall, I really do enjoy the hook. I like that there's a slight switch up. I like how we have, a build up to the hook, and then we have a switch up towards that hook, because I think it just makes an enjoyable experience. When you're listening to the song, I like that subtle switch up because it just makes the song, entertaining to listen to. Makes it where I want to go back and listen to it over and over again because there's that slight switch up. This song's like if I went into a Dollar General, a convenience store, a little bit of a store here, and I wanted, I wanted these cookies, and I also wanted this thing of cereal, but I also wanted, a drink, and I can't afford all these things. So I'm just going to put all my money into that cereal. I'm just going to put all my money into those cookies. I'm going to slip out the drink. I'm going to just let the good parts really do its thing. And that's kind of like you have to listen to the song, the beginning is not all that, but as the hook gets in, as the hook does its thing, you're like, all right, I can see why this song is pretty nice. I like the vocals, I like the hook, and I think overall, the hook is only on it like 1 or 2 times, which I think it's a perfect length. And then there's also another switch up too, which is the head down like Rapunzel. So there's like 3 variations of this hook. So we're going to get into the next point, which is that variation. That is when I really do enjoy the hook. I think that's where the most addicting part comes. The hair down like Rapunzel. I think that lyric is just so addicting. I think Lisa sounds really good on that part. She sounds good. I think those lyrics would easily get stuck in your head. And I think that's where, the hook definitely shines. The hook shines, in the middle and then towards the end. That beginning part where Lisa's trying to build it up. I wouldn't say it's the best build-up. I've heard better, hook build-ups. But I will say I do enjoy, that midpoint and then that end where, it's the head down like Rapunzel part. I think that part really entertaining. I think it gets stuck in your head. And I just think overall that part is really fucking good. So, when everything comes together, that's going to bring up to my third point, which is Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion is on this song. And I'm going to say, guys, Megan Thee Stallion is one of the best rappers out there. I think she's one of those she's one of those artists that can really rap, that can really flow on any type of beat. We've listened to Megan Thee Stallion features on BTS songs. We've listened to Megan Thee Stallion features on a few of K-pop songs. So coming on here with Lisa, it just makes so much sense. And, Megan Thee Stallion's rap ability is always on point. It always goes crazy. So how do I feel about this verse? Well, I think I feel pretty good about this verse. I like the flow. I like how she's coming on this beat. When those drums kick in, I like those subtle flow switches that Megan Thee Stallion always brings to the table. Always goes crazy. Always does her thing. I really like the flow. My only thing about Megan Thee Stallion is that I think this verse is too short. Let's let Megan Thee Stallion cook a little bit more. Let's let her really go crazy, in my opinion. But I really do enjoy the flow. I like how she sounds on this beat. I think this beat's a perfect fit for her. You got that 2000s, you got those 2000s like drums in there with those, that beat. And I think that just goes so well with Megan Thee Stallion, and her, vocals just sound so good and so confident on this beat. So I'm going to say Megan Thee Stallion, in my humble gosh darn dang opinion, definitely fucking kill it. Megan Thee Stallion's verse is like if I went into a bakery and I got some of the best desserts. I mean, these desserts have layers to them. They have everything to them, and they absolutely fucking hit. And then that leads off to the final. You think the song is over. You think, after the Rapunzel thing, you think the song is over. Then we get another slight switch up. We get a little bit of a slight switch up, and then Lisa does a little bit of a rap ending, and I do like the little bit of a rap ending. The only thing it does cut off the song like abruptly, but I think that's like a stylistic point to really transition to the next song on the album. So overall, guys, when we talk about this song, Lisa, Megan Thee Stallion, Rapunzel, I really enjoy this beat. I like the Wiz Khalifa influence here. I think it goes hard. I do like how Lisa sounds on here. I like what Megan Thee Stallion did. Overall, I do enjoy this song. I'm going to give this song a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10, what y'all think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. Guys, if you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow. Turn on notifications. I'm going to be dropping new content every day. Guys, hey, I'm having a blast covering this album, and I can't wait to talk about more Lisa with y'all guys. We got some more track reviews coming up. I'll see y'all later. Have a good one. Bye.